In this tutorial, we will be painting a really cute and adorable baby fox in watercolors.
Hi friends, my name is Hiba. I'm also known as the Silly Scribbler. Welcome to my channel.
For this painting, we will need our watercolors, a watercolor paper. This is a 300 GSM Art Essentials cold press watercolor paper, a pencil and an eraser, your fine liner which is waterproof and 0.05 mm in size, watercolor brushes, round brushes from size 0 to 6, 2 tumblers of clean water, one for dipping our brush and other one for cleaning our brush, and also a rough cloth. All the art supplies are linked in my Amazon storefront and the link to that storefront is in the description below. Let's start by sketching the fox. Draw a trapezium for the face and 2 triangles for the ears. Give a little curve to the sides of the trapezium and the triangles to give curve to the face. Then sketch the body of the fox. Add the eyes, the nose and little blush to the cheeks. Then sketch a nice and fluffy tail. Here I am going over the sketch again to tweak it a little bit. I am erasing off excess pencil marks, leaving behind only a light impression of the pencil and then adding a small cute little floral death on the head of the fox. Tweaking the sketch a little bit and then going over the sketch with a 0.05 mm fine liner. It is waterproof. This step will give the fox a little furry look. If you want to avoid the sketching part, you can join my Facebook group, the link to which is in the description, and download the print for this fox sketch from there. After we are done with the fine liner, erase off all the pencil marks that are left behind, as the pencil marks won't be removed after applying the watercolor. Using a size 0 round brush, add a light wash of yellow color to the background of the fox. Isn't the fox already looking super cute? Comment down yes if you also agree with me, or else you can comment down a no. This yellow wash will not only give an autumn background to the painting, but also keep it from looking flat by giving it a depth. I am swatching different shades of yellow and orange that are available in my palette to choose one for the body of the fox. And I think that the darkest shade of orange, which is a reddish orange, is perfect for the body of the fox. I'll go wet on wet here by first adding a thin layer of water and then applying paint in that. And this will give me the control to avoid the orange color to mix with the yellow color. I will give a very light wash of orange paint on the part of the tail which is white. In the white portion of the tail, the value of orange color is very less. That is, the amount of orange color in that portion is very less. Done with the tail, now move to the body of the fox. The part of the body of the fox where the light is falling will be painted in a lighter value, and the part of the body where there is shadow will be painted in a darker value. The area near the legs of the fox and also the area under the neck are in shadow and hence be painted in a darker value. Along with the neck, I am adding a darker value to this side of the fox also. Then first add a light wash of grey to the paws and then go over it with black color. For the face and the belly of the fox, which is white again, give a wash of light value of orange shade as we have done in the white area of the tail. While it is still wet on the face, pick some rosy red color from your palette and go wet on wet with it to add the blush to the fox. And if you think that the pink color is bleeding too much, get a clean brush and lift some color. This technique is called lifting of the color. Paint the eyes black and pick that blushy pink color and give very light value wash to the ears. To add a little kick of colors, we will paint the flowers in shades of pinks and purple. Take a nice and dark pink color, apply it near the center of the flower and dip your brush in water, apply it to the petals of the flower. This will give nice burst of pink color in the center of the flower and very light and delicate pink shade to the petals. Also paint the other small flower in pink. Then mix some blue in your pink shade to give it a purple shade. I'll apply this purple shade to the center flower. Here I have taken too much of water in my brush, so I am lifting that excess water using a dry brush. To paint the leaves, pick up some greens and some browns, mix them together, give them some shades of autumn. Here I am mixing some brown in the olive green color. Again, you don't have to do exactly what I am doing. Mix your own colors. Create your own shades of greens and browns. Play with them. And don't forget to have fun. Creating art is just about having fun in the process. Here I am mixing some greens, some browns, adding little bit of red, orange or yellow to the shades, creating all the warm shades of autumn. While painting the small details, I am using the round size 0 brush. As much as I hate saying this, but I'll say it here. Please be a little careful by painting the small details. Dabbing off some browns and greens in some small areas that are left behind. We are done with the wreath. What other color palette can you suggest for the flowers? Please tell me in the comment down below. Take a little bit of black and add it to the tip of the ears. Paint the remaining portion of the ears in orange. We are done with the painting of the fox. Now we will add some grass on which the fox is sitting by using the wet on wet technique again, applying the water to the paper and then picking up the green shades and applying it there. The grass is a bit darker near where the fox is sitting because of its shadow, and it's a little lighter further away from the fox. To remove the harsh green edges, I am applying some water and at the same time picking up the green paint. Adding some more autumn vibes, I am painting some falling leaves in the background of the fox. Some leaves which are nearer are darker in color. Some leaves which are very far behind are lighter in color. Painting this baby fox with all these leaves around. I remember when we were all babies and we used to play with those heaps of leaves that probably our parents had collected while cleaning the garden and during their hard work, and sometimes after that getting a nice scold from them. Autumn is the season when the leaves rain, and if they don't, we'll shake the trees and make them rain. Adding some more leaves in the background, some on the ground. Some are orange, some are brown. Oh my god, I am rhyming here. Now picking those oranges and those browns, gently dabbing it with the brush to give a loose, scattered leaf effect on the ground. Somewhere I am dabbing the brush, somewhere I am doing the stippling. Adding to the loose effect, I am adding a spray of brown color in the background. And when it is all dried, I'll add some more leaves. Adding the colors in layers really give a nice depth to the painting and keeps it from looking flat. Adding some finishing touches like wash of orange, making those blushes a bit darker. We are almost done with our painting process. Look how cute and adorable this fox is looking. Can you suggest me a name for this cute little baby fox? Please tell me in the comments. Here I am adding some finishing touches like some details to the leaves. You can completely skip this step if you don't want to add these details. I am doing this because I thought adding some veins to these leaves will give them more dry and crumbled look. I was very much tempted to go over the sketch again with the fine liner to give it a furry look, but I somehow convinced myself and didn't do that. Adding a little color to the belly of the fox, we are done with the painting. Do tell me how much did you enjoy painting with me, and rate the cuteness of this fox on a scale of 1 to 10. And if you try your hands on painting this fox, do show it to me by tagging on Instagram, and you can also give me a follow on Instagram if you want to.
I hope that you really enjoyed painting with me, and if you did, give this video a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel with all your notifications on. Thank you for watching. Bye.